Hey guys, it's me and we're here at the Nerd Castle. It's time for the next episode of our Mountain Blade Warband playthrough. I think in this episode we're probably not going to see as much action as we did in the last one. It was pretty rowdy in the last episode. We did a lot of fighting. There was a big battle, about 600 combatants and all, and it turned out in our favor. We managed to pull that thing out just in time. But if there's one thing you could say about the Nerd Castle, we never have a problem pulling it out. That is a skill that we have, so there it is. I'll leave it there, we can address it. And what's going on in here, guys? Hey, Mercenary Cavalry, how you doing, buddy? I think at this point what I'd like to do is maybe head up into Vagir's territory, see if we can't make a dent in anything. We are carrying around a lot of captives with us right now, so I think it might be in our best interest to sell them off too, just so we can remain as speedy as possible. I'd like to expedite the travel process. Maliurg's not under attack. Okay, I just want to make sure, like, there's always that possibility that somebody's going to jump you when you're not paying attention. I'm trying to avoid that situation. Ransom broker, we have a hired blade hanging out right there. He is tempting. I do like hired blades a lot. Let's sell these desert bandits. I know they're probably not worth much. Yeah, we got like, what, 960 out of that? It's better than 0 dinars. So, in the beginning of the game, 960 is amazing. I should kick somebody. I just realized I never used the kick function. I should kick somebody in the next fight. I'm gonna get off my horse and just be like, BAM! That's how we go into the tavern. It'd be pretty sweet if you could kick the doors open. Make me pretty happy. Over here, we've got the cracked steel shield, which has like no size rating whatsoever, which is why I don't equip one, just so you know. Nothing else is looking kind of sexy. Everything else is, you know, not enough HP to really seduce me. Not enough to get me out of my britches, unfortunately. And we'll go with the grain, the bread. We will take all of the food that you have because I have money to spend. Ah, there it is. I forgot that I was carrying around a bunch of stuff with me. We have cash to spend. Very good. Oh, and there's a cheese at the bottom. What? Don't sell our cheese. I hope it's Swiss. I love Swiss cheese. I'm a sucker for Swiss. Also Cotija. Cotija is amazing. Now then, we are going to someone. Oh, there's a fight over here. Let's go get in a fight. Never mind. It looks like Brulius gonna get at him. Let's go have a look around Vagir territory. I bet we can fight with. Oh, Belgaru, you have messed up, my friend. You have messed up badly. Looks like Stamar has as well. I should do my upgrades too while I'm at it. I keep forgetting that we have like a noob force running around with us and I need to like babysit them and make sure that they don't get killed. Be friendly to them, send notes home to their mothers and be like, listen, your kid is fine, but probably not until the end of this whole thing. I'm gonna keep those notes. I don't need to be delivering any folded flags or anything at the moment. Now we've got... Oh yeah, I said I was gonna convert them into infantry. So I think that's what I'm going to do. That remaining 5 will become infantry. Over here we've got a couple more elite horse archers, a few more Nord warriors, a couple more marksmen, which is never bad. I like the marksmen. And we've got some level ups to do, so let's do Matheld first. And we were just making her a badass warrior, and we're going to continue right on down that path. So 15 strength, we're going to give her power strike 5. We're going to make her hit like a Mack truck. She's just going to not hesitate to just release the Daka on somebody. I should also start working on her with crossbows because I'm going to give her a heavy crossbow in just a minute so she can fire at people when she wants to. Lazalet. About your skills, sir. Lazalet has been holding it down as a side trainer, but I think I'm going to continue giving him a little bit of extra skill. Yeah, and the weaponry arts. I'd like to just keep him moving along, so we'll give him Weapon Master 4. Continue putting points into two-handed weapons, and that's going to be it for him. I realize I haven't spent much time upgrading their gear either. I should probably get on that. I always feel guilty because I send my guys into battle with like no gear at all. They're all still wearing like burnies and things like that, and I feel like they'd be a lot more combat effective if I went and bought plate mail for all of them. But I'm being lazy. I don't want to let any of these guys slip through the cracks. All these little 25-man groups, what happens is they slip through, and then they attack your little houses and stuff. They beat up your peasants. They make your peasants all bloodied and beaten, and then we spend a fortune on band-aids. I mean, we have to build like a Kmart in the middle of our town. Pretty soon, all of the little businesses have gone out of business, and it's just like, well, what do we do now? Like, how do we rectify this situation? All we wanted was loads and loads of band-aids. And now, you can't buy anything without Kmart stamped on it. Sigh. The perennial problem. Well, maybe not perennial, but, you know, the eternal problem, I guess. Let's get Bracha. And this fight's going to be a little bit more entertaining. I did that on purpose. I wanted to fight both groups at the same time. Save me a moment or two of, you know, if we can kill them all right here on the front, then let's just do that. Why waste time doing anything else? I don't want to fight 2 separate battles if I could just fight the one. With my infantry, I'm going to send them over there. Cavalry, let's go, like, over there. You guys can meet me. You know what? Whatever. Cavalry, just follow me. Infantry, let's collapse you guys inwards a little bit, make you into a tiny little square. Like, we don't want to be squares. We want to be cool. This isn't the 1950s. You can be as square as you want. Being nerdy is cool nowadays. Nerd chic has made, like, this strange comeback. When I was younger, if you were a nerd, I'll tell you what, I got my head swirly. There you go. You had to pay for it if you were into Star Wars and stuff when I was a kid. When I was a kid. If you were gonna be a nerd, you had to earn it. With ass kickings. No, it wasn't that bad. I think I was, like, right on the edge of when, like, nerdy stuff started to become popular. Because, like, everybody in my generation played Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis and Nintendo, so... Honestly, I think kind of, like, people make a big deal out of bullying, but I didn't see it happen a whole lot when I went to school anyways. But then again, maybe I just didn't notice it. That's also the possibility. People tend to be pretty good at concealing that kind of stuff and keeping it away from faculty and other students. Not much you can do if they get you after gym or whatever. But anyway, that's kind of a dour topic. I don't want to talk about that. That's not what we talk about here. Here at the Nerd Castle, nerds reign supreme, so we don't have to worry about swirlies or anything like that. Because this is our house. This is our place. I don't see any casualties occurring from sharpshooters or whatever. But... God, they're just doing the big old swirly do. If they want to allow themselves to be fired on this entire time, then whatever. I'm not going to argue with them. I'm going to have the infantry line up maybe like right over there. I don't want them to ride around my lines. If they can get at my sharpshooters, it's going to deeply, deeply cause me pain. If we could unhorse a couple more of those guys over there too, I would love it if we could give specific firing orders. So now, send in the cavalry. Once they all collapse on the infantry, we'll send them into... I could have gotten into a better position for the cavalry charge, but, you know. This isn't one of those fights that I feel like is going to be tasking for us. I was looking at the troop composition as they were riding along, and it seems like a nub force. It doesn't seem like a group that's got a whole lot of XP distributed between the lot of them, so... Or the little of them, considering they're smaller than us. I'm gonna get this guy right here. He might be the one that calls down hell upon us. And we already have enough hell. We've been eating nothing but bread. I mean, have you ever had scurvy? Vitamin C loss is bad right now. I mean, people's gums are bleeding. We all look like a bunch of pirates. We all can't speak properly. Not a one of us uses proper grammar whenever we're in town. It's just, it is a lamentable situation for all of us. And so, we could use a little less hell. And so I'm not going to let him run away. I'm going to stab him. I'm going to stab him in his duodenum. It's a great word. I've loved that word ever since the first time I heard it. Now then, I'm going to slash you. Whatever. You're within my arm's reach. That tends to be the deciding factor about whether I slice you open or not. Are you within arm's reach? Yes or no? It's the binary logic. Okay, and so there goes that battle. Hopefully we capture both of them. Fingers crossed, everybody. I'm gonna wait right here. We're gonna sit here, alright? Fingers crossed. 3, 2, 1. Let's cross them. Somebody didn't have their fingers crossed. I don't know who it was. One of you guys didn't have your fingers crossed. Thanks, troll. Let's go get these footmen captured. We'll take his veterans, and then the rest of them aren't worth it. We'll take the... Oh, we're at party capacity. I was gonna take the militia. Maybe turn them into a knight down the line, but, yeah, whatever. No casualties to be spoken of on our side that were... Well, I got sidetracked. There were no casualties to be spoken of there that I'm excessively worried about, and we should have a lot of upgrades to go around. That was a good battle for getting people up to par. So I owe myself 5 infantry, so we're going to get ourselves 5 Serenade guards, because I like them. I really like how they have kind of pimpin' jackets. They got themselves all floraled out. Everybody else is in drab colors, wearing like gray. Not the Serenades. They roll into battle with all of their colors flying, and I like that. I respect that. Let's go with 7 trained crossbowmen right there, and we will go with Serenade skirmishers. I don't know, we'll get a couple more bowmen. Why not? Never hurts. We've got a camp defender now. She's leveling on up, and she looks strikingly similar to a character we are playing at the moment. Nord veterans are ready to become Huskarls. I thought we would have more upgrades there. I feel disappointed. I feel let down. I feel as though I need someone to take my hand. No, don't take my hand. My hands are freezing right now, and it will only injure you. That's the worst thing ever. My cat does that, by the way. So my cat has like... I have an obsession with long-haired cats. Like, when I go to adopt a cat from the ASPCA or from wherever, I go to the front desk with fanfare, with gusto, and I say, "Sir, bring me your fluffiest cat. I care not which, your woolliest. Bring me your densest kitty. And they do. And so that's meant that over time I have accumulated several large, fat, very woolly kitties. Because I don't like short-haired cats. I mean, I like them. I will take them. If given the choice between no kitty and a short-haired kitty, I will take a short-haired one. But nonetheless, I'm getting my bubbles on right here. I'm saying the word kitty too much. But anyways, what this has happened is that I've ended up with just these bushy cats all over my house. And like, for example, I asked them to leave a vapor trail. But the one part of the cat that is not covered with fur, their little kitty toe pads. And what they do is they get into bed and they burrow into the blankets, and I'll be dead asleep, and all of a sudden I'll feel just like 4 searing points of cold against my stomach, and I'll just be like, oh, you little bastard. And what they do is they just lay down right alongside me and they go tss, and they put their feet up against the side of my body, and it is awful. And I guess woolly cats do that too. I was hoping that there would be like cats. Sometimes there's like chickens. I've seen a breed of chickens that have really woolly feet, and it seems as though their feet might be warm and they might not do that, but cats, nope. Still have those little kitty pads on the bottom of their feet, which that may be the most adorable part of the cat. I'm not sure. I'm not decided yet. I do like the woolly pads, though. That caravan's getting raided, and that's not a bad idea. Maybe we should get down in here and start causing some problems for their trade caravans. Is there anything over here? Ah, there's a couple guys that are ready to go. Let's jump in and see if we can fight with this guy right here. Ignore the blazing subwoofer in the background. Somebody apparently wants the whole neighborhood to hear their music because they're cool like that. Because that's what cool guys do. They force everyone to listen to their music. We'll go with 3 crossbowmen right there. I still owe myself like another infantry, right? 2 infantry. And then the rest will become horsemen. Okay, good. We're fine. Let's run down Crayhask. He's going to make it. Damn it. Well, we'll run down Trimbow then. No, I want that guy. I want to take him out right now. This one's got lots of backup, though, so maybe we'll do okay here. Let's take out Boyar Kramuk. Tell everybody to follow me. The renown is 6, which is not a ton, but it's something. We've got a lot of horsemen here. It appears as though we're going to be up against a Khergit army. I'm going to place some of my units there. I'm going to put my other unit right there. And the remainder of my forces, my cavalry, are going to be following me around. Because they've got so much cavalry, I'm going to collapse my infantry a little bit tighter. We're going to ride around the side. Hopefully this nasty skirmishing doesn't hurt us too much. We can skirmish at medium range, but they've definitely got us outgunned at the long range, and they may take out a couple of our archers, which would be unfortunate considering we spent so much time to recruit them. Now that we've got openings, what we can do is first kill this guy for ever daring to dream that he might stab us. Dreams aren't allowed around here, pal. No dreaming allowed. This is the Nerd Castle. Dreams have already come true here. So, you know, we don't really have any need for you to be dreaming any further. This guy right here. Is this truly what you want to do, my friend? Is this what you want to do? Let's see if I can get him. Ah, I missed. I thought that was going to be on point, but nope, I almost made it. This one Swadian amidst all the Khergits. I don't know what he's doing there, but he's now dead. Is that a floating... There's a ghost right here. There is a floating group of archery equipment. I bet that it's got way better stats than the rest of the... If that was in D&D, you know that thing would be like crazy. You'd be able to like kill liches with it or something. What, you gonna save your friend? Is that what's gonna happen here? Is that what the attempt is gonna be? Got him. And then I got his horse too, because I don't want to leave the horse... Oh, I got the horse right in the snoot. Hell yeah. That's what I do. That's how we do it right here. Oh, wait, nope. Oh, get out of the way, you jackass. What are you doing? You braying jackass. You buffoon. You tom-twiddled codpiece. Why are you blocking my view? Lost 2 men. So, a veteran footman and a veteran horse archer. Both things that I'm not... We still got to do another round. Let's do it. One more. Full charge. We're going to hit Warp 8 right now. This is it. Full speed, Mr. Sulu. Off with his noggin. He's already on his knees. And now he's on his back. Doesn't seem to be a whole lot of positions that Khergits do well in. Gotta switch it up a little bit. Gotta diversify. We didn't capture the Lord, but what we did get out of this are a couple of individuals that might be useful for the future. Maybe take some Swadian militia. I think it'd be nice to have a couple more knights, although he's got trained footmen and warriors right there. I may take the warriors instead, simply because they're higher up the tech tree. Let's get the lancers Yeah, that's not a bad haul for us. That's okay. We got some okay units. I'll keep the knights. It'll be fine. Battered scale gauntlets. We can give those to somebody. Also got some splinted leather greaves. All right. Not a terrible pull. We're doing, for the army we're fighting, we got some decent gear out of that. The elite cavalry shield doesn't have the HP and it's got the same coverage. That's right. I'm looking, guys. I know you guys want me to swap out my shield. I'm trying. I'm trying my best. I'm working at it. Unfortunately, there aren't a lot of replacement options out there. Oh, no, 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 no. Don't let him get away. Don't let him get away either. Fight him. Fight him to the death. Tansugai, you will surrender or you will die. I shall cut the beard from your beardy man face. Hey, put my infantry out there. It looks like they're spreading out already. So infantry, collapse a tad. And I believe I already told my cavalry to follow me. I wasn't paying attention to my own orders. I was just kind of doing things mechanically. Let's ride around this way, and if we can divert a little bit of their force away from skirmishing, that'll be nice. It'll be a win. It'll be a small victory. And then I'd like to charge. In the last battle I got lazy and we didn't charge from a good direction, so I'd rather charge from a better one. I don't think any of them, well, a couple of them are looking at us. I do want them to suffer the wrath of the Nordic skirmish, though. I love Nord skirmishers. The way that they throw those axes, they always get somebody. And I think now is the time. Let's do it. See if I can stab him because he threw a javelin and hit my horse right in the forehead. What aim. What skill. I want this guy. He's not getting away. He hit my horse, and I love my horse very, very much. This horse is my best friend. I hate Khergit so much. You realize this can't go on forever, Khergit. You realize this, right? Go ahead. Tire yourself out. Run out of lances. I promise you. There we go. Get him off that horse and he's not so tough anymore. Finally. What a way to spend a battle. But I wanted that guy. I mean, I saw him and I was like, you, I want you, and I'm gonna have you. So we can do this the easy way or we can do this the hard way. It got kind of like prison-y up in there. It got a little weird. It definitely had like a weird kind of, I don't know. The interaction is tough to classify. It's very difficult to classify, but just accept that it was very strange and that now he's dead. Went straight booty warrior up in there. Now, if you've never watched that video, if you want to see a truly terrifying human being, go Google the booty warrior interview. That dude is scary as hell. Or just go watch the Boondocks episode. It's pretty much verbatim anyways in both cases. How are my archers doing over here? Ooh, we got a couple that got knocked out. There's one back there. Looks like they ran into us. What did we lose? A veteran crossbowman, a sharpshooter. Okay. I really, really wish that we could just finish these battles in some kind of timely fashion. The fact that they keep making me go like 100 versus 1 at the end of each of these is disheartening. It makes me weep. It makes me sad. And also it makes me just kind of emphasize my consonants. My consonants. But anyways, before it gets all weird and Shatnery up in here, let's just go kill this guy off so that we can go do something else. Is he dead yet? Well, my sword wasn't long enough to get him. My sword just wasn't long enough. Oh, if that was only the first time that exclamation had been made. Let's go to self-deprecation! Now let's go to the end of the battle there, and he escaped. Dick. How dare you? Ooh, 9 lancers. Hell yeah. Not for a moment. And veteran archers. Let's get rid of some of these little guys in here. Maybe the horsemen? Yeah, let's take them. Right there. A hardened Khergit war helmet might be nice. A ragged tribal outfit. Steps horses. Nice and speedily fast. Take the remainder of the equipment and be on our way back down to the south, because I feel like we've done our job here today. By the time we get back down there should be a ransom broker around somewhere. In fact, we should probably hit Dirham first. just to make sure that we maximize our chances of finding one, because we're getting towards the end of the episode. We need to recoup. We need to recoup, relax, get up off our dogs, because they're definitely barking. Got Imera and a hired blade. Let's go get a hired blade. Yeah, let's take the hired blades. We haven't done any of those over the course of this game, and I keep extolling their virtues, and so I think I should probably finally hire some. You won't believe me about this, but I've had entire forces of hired blades, like 30 to 40 of them, and they do very, very well. That is a scary force to go up against in a siege. Get rid of all this junk loot here, because he's got enough money to pay us, which is an important thing for me. When I go into a transaction, I would prefer that people know how to pay me, or at least have the means to pay me. Alright, let's go back down to Halmar. And tavern it up, get our alcoholism on, because I get the feeling that that's all like pre-1960 or so. I think that's all that anybody did, because television wasn't too huge yet. Like it hadn't been kind of cutting edge. We didn't have the internet. I think people just mostly got themselves incredibly inebriated before modern times. I think that was the number one way to just kind of pass time. At least that's what pirate movies make it seem like. There he is. I knew he'd be around here somewhere. The only red-haired man in all of the Serenade Empire. I wonder how much... Ooh, yeah, that's what I like to see. So we're going to get close to like 2,000 for that if I do my math properly, which I probably did it badly, but whatever. You know, it's the Nerd Castle, but we don't need to do math properly. We're on our off time right now. We're going to keep it real for a little bit. Made a little bit of money there. We need to upgrade our party. So let's get our veterans turned into Huskarls. We got 14 now. Up until the next siege, I feel like we should be good to go there. Serenade Veteran Footman. Sure, why not? Got another Mamluk right there, some more veteran crossbowmen. Things are shaping up for us in the future. I do feel like we've been running on a little bit of a skeleton force for the last little bit. It's been 50-50, experienced units and also noobs. And so now we've got ourselves at a point where we're actually replenishing and we're getting back into the top tier where we can be an actionable force, or we can be a force that can make a difference in a campaign. And we haven't felt like that in a little bit, so I'm happy that it's come around that way. We're going to turn him into footmen, I think. Alrighty, let's do a little bit of patrol work with the last amount of time that we have available. We got like 3 to 4 minutes left, so we'll just ride around a little bit and make sure that things are kosher, all inside of our own lands. Because I don't care about everybody else's lands. Their lands suck. Go our lands. We've got kind of a friendly rivalry thing going on. Maliurg's looking alright. We got 80 men right there. I should think about reinforcing both Uhun and Maliurg with some top tier troops, but haven't done it just yet. What I was saying I was going to do is just swing through every now and again and do like the 32 guys that I recruited, the 32 tier 2s, and just throw them in there so that we just had overwhelming numbers. What's the garrison looking like here? 89? It's not too bad. We've got a lot of guards and things, so it should be fine. Let's head back up to the top. Maybe we'll get another battle in before this thing's over. They haven't given the call for the campaign yet, and even if they did, 90% of the time I forget that they made the call anyways in between episodes, so it probably wouldn't help us. But my point still remains. Another Huskarl there. A sharpshooter. Cool. So happy with our forces right now. Pretty soon nothing will remain but hardened steel and hardened souls. But for now, there's still soft souls around. They're like, I don't want to fight. Well, that's going to be a difficult position to hold as we get further along into this thing. You do realize that that's like what we do for a living. They're like, I just thought you were giving me 10 dinars for free. Really, has anybody ever given you 10 dinars for free? Yes, for candy. Well, that's that then. I'm having a conversation with myself right now. It may be time to let this episode go. I can feel the dementia, the delusional monologues are 29 looters. I'm sort of interested in wiping out a group of looters and just like seeing how fast I can do this. Let's do it. Let's kill this group of 29 looters because I'm feeling mean right now. Feeling very mean-spirited. Everybody stay back here. Except for cavalry. I want to see how fast my cavalry wipes these guys out. I was more interested in seeing how my Khergit guys handled this, just to kind of quantify the amount of DPS they could do, but whatever. They're not in the right position right now, so... God, I'm just going to practice with my bow. And as you can see, I need it, so... Well, how are you guys gonna drag them back over me, you kiting bastards? How are you gonna drive them back over me? Well, I'm trying to practice with my bow here. I'm trying to be like Robin Hood. Like, at the moment, I'm like that little kid in the Robin Hood cartoon that gets his bow, like the little bunny rabbit or whatever, and I can't hit nothing. But he did get a kiss from Maid Marian, so there's that, I guess. I shot my own troop in the head. It only did 2 damage, though. Well placed. If only you could practice on your own, man. That would be the day. I'm not going to take any of them, whatever. We did get 33 dinars, though. I think I'm going to break the episode off here because I'm running out of content. So my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me at the Nerd Castle for another episode of Mountain Blade Warband. I hope to see you in tomorrow's episode. Having a blast with this game still. Every single day I say that, and every single day it continues. It's a game that never dies for me. See you guys tomorrow. Take care out there, everybody, and farewell.